Okay, so I'm Alex. I basically run the LTL Shanghai branch of LTL Mandarin School. Been in China for like 6.5 years now or so, and studied also before, and been studying Chinese since 2005, so quite a long time now. So Shanghainese essentially it's a quite different dialect. So there's 3 or 4 main like dialect families that most people think of when they think of Chinese. One is the obvious, the one that is standard Mandarin, Wu dialects, or the Hu dialects those called. That's Shanghainese, and there's the Min dialects. So all of these families are quite different both in sound and in some part in grammar, although a bit less. So Shanghainese tends to be quite close in grammar to Mandarin, except that sometimes you change it. Instead of you, like for example, you say 我的朋友, you say 我的朋友, so ge instead of the, but like the structure is kind of similar. For me, it's also a point of interest because I'm a polyglot, so I study a bunch of languages. I'm conversational in 10 languages, and dialects is also something specifically interesting to me. With Shanghainese, there isn't really much because no one is really studying it. And in the case of, because at LTL, we opened this school, and I have this perk of like 1.5 hours per week of classes. So essentially, we had here Shanghainese teachers, and I'm like, oh, awesome! Like, let me then study Shanghainese. So we have a book, or originally we had a book. So I originally started with one teacher, a male teacher, and what we did is we went through the book, which is the book is interesting. It's organized quite well. So it's organized based on topics. So how to say hello, how to say blah blah, how to buy stuff, and like it's quite interesting topics because it's not just like specific topical, like how much is this blah blah, but they also get into like, let's say, arguments, or they also have like special ways of there. It's very colloquial, so that's kind of nice. Even now, I'm fluent, but I still have stuff that I do not know. And then like when we find something in Shanghainese, we're like, oh, apparently you can say that also in Mandarin. I did not know that. So that helps the Mandarin, and of course, knowing Mandarin helps because it's way easier to remember words that sound kind of similar. Well, like there's one thing that's like super fun about it. So, when you speak Mandarin, so it's nice, and as opposed to like, let's say if you speak French or German, so in Germany or France, some people will be like, oh cool, you speak it, and some people are like, I don't care, like isn't like they're already so used to it. With Mandarin Chinese, more people find it interesting and more happy about it, and especially if you speak it well. And with Shanghainese, even more. So you become like the kind of so to say, the bragging target of your Shanghainese friends, where they take you and like, oh, this guy speaks Shanghainese, this guy's Shanghainese, like, well, whatever. And like even if you speak it like at a conversation level or less, they'll be still like super happy when you speak Chinese. They'll like find it super exciting.